Essential oils are attracting increased attention because they are natural, they're not synthetic, and they are supposed to be safer than synthetic ingredients. But are they? Let's see what science says. So essential oils are also called volatile oils, and they're oily liquid substances derived from plants, mainly flowers, buds, roots, twigs, and leaves, any kind of substance that is actually found on a plant. Essential oils can be obtained through extraction, fermentation, distillation, and I believe steam distillation is the most common method of getting the oil out of the plant. That the aroma as well as other bioactive properties of the essential oils mainly depend on the chemical constituency of each essential oil. So depending on the chemical substances, we get other properties as well for each. Essential oils provide us with two mainly very strong properties usually, and the first it would be the antioxidant properties, and the second would be the antimicrobial properties. These two properties seem to be coming from the phenolic compounds we find in each essential oil. Antioxidant activity relates to the oxidative stress. Oxidative stress involves the generation of reactive oxygen and nitrogen species. Such species have been implicated in aging and various pathological processes because they damage the structure of cells, lipids, membranes, proteins, and DNA. So in 2017, a very interesting study took place comparing 26 essential oils in terms of how strong their antioxidant activity was. The study compared the essential oils based on 5 different parameters. Basically, I would say that we do understand like the phenolic content does relate to the antioxidant activity, as well as the free radical scavenging. So here you see that eugenol of the glove-bound essential oil showed most favorable results. The study concluded that 3 phenols that are actually mostly effective in the antioxidant activity of each essential oil were eugenol, thymol, and carvacrol. For this study here, you can see that the results reveal that the clove-bud, thyme borneol, which is thyme and jasmine absolute essential oils, have potential for use as antioxidant in functional foods and cosmetic products. Also, there have been some studies showing that there is anti-mutagenic capacity in some essential oils, which would relate to an anti-carcinogenic activity. Recent studies have demonstrated, as you can see here, that the pro-oxidant activity of essential oils, where some of their constituents, as also that of some polyphenols, is very efficient in reducing local tumor volume or tumor cell proliferation by apoptotic and or necrotic effects. So from this 2006 study, you can see that several essential oils have shown great anti-mutagenic effect, and these some examples would be holy basil, turmeric, black pepper, clove, and others. And as I said before, thymol, eugenol, and carvacrol have shown antiseptic, antibacterial, and disinfectant qualities. And according to the 2010 study, we see that the principal plant sources for these compounds are anise, cinnamon, clove, fennel, nutmeg, parsley, sassafras, star anise, tarragon, and some botanical families. On top of that, the 2016 study has shown that sulfur-rich compounds are another kind of natural volatiles that had been shown a strong antimicrobial activity. They're present in several plants like onion, garlic, and others. There is actually like a certain amount of controversy around essential oils and their toxicity, and that's because of the different constituencies of the different substances that essential oils have, the different amounts. It is said that the toxicity of an essential oil depends on how frequently we use it, It depends also on the person. Maybe you've got an allergy or something. Or it does depend also on the concentration of the chemical substances of the oil itself. Generally, you'll see that most discussed, let's say, controversies about essential oils are skin allergens and skin irritation. Apparently, these have been related to the high phenolic content, and that I know that's a bit bizarre, because we've seen before that high phenolic contents are actually good for their antimicrobial, antioxidant activity, but at the same time, high phenolic contents may cause skin, like adverse skin reactions. Some examples that have shown adverse skin reactions are oregano, thyme, and cinnamon bark or cinnamon. It has been shown that cinnamon is actually like a very high in phenolic content, so it can actually burn your skin. You can also see some skin negative skin reaction after a while. That would be like a dermatitis effect. So if you see like after a while using, I mean, the essential oil, you get like some skin irritation. You should be totally careful of that, because like a dermatitis can actually appear after a long time you're using an essential oil. And also, skin irritation has been shown to take place through multiple ways of using essential oils. These would be applying it to the skin, or diffusing it and inhaling it, or drinking it. Apparently, some essential oils do have some substances called phototoxins, and these would adversely react with the sunlight or any kind of UV light. This study here shows that they occur mainly in expressed citrus peel oils, although they are also found in angelica root, rue, parsley leaf, and marigold essential oils. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing correctly. Also, guarana coumarins, which is basically esses here, are not found in distilled citrus peel oils. So if you're actually buying an essential oil which comes from a citrus fruit, you should be aware of that, and you should be asking your local pharmacist or your doctor. Apparently, it's also very sad to see and say that actually many essential oils have shown that an overdose can cause adverse pathological symptoms. It can drag you literally to survival mode and also death. You can see here some potentially lethal oral doses of essential oils for a child under 60. Amounts are very little, like 8 ml or 6.5 or even 3 and 5 ml, like 3 ml for penny royal. Basically, from what I see here, I would definitely not drink it. Also, from this table here, you can see a selection of common essential oils to avoid during pregnancy. Apparently, the list is probably bigger. It's a non-exhaustive list, but this is what I found, and I actually found it interesting so that I could show you. People think that given that it is actually like a natural ingredient, it's safe to use under all circumstances, but apparently that's not the case. Also, it looks like some essential oils contain neurotoxins. So according to this study here, neurotoxins cause effects on behavior, cognitive functional, and motor coordination. It looks like wormseed and wintergreen essential oils are known as neurotoxins, and wormseed, according to the 2013 study, you can see here that wormseed oil should never be used in any application. Eucalyptus has caused also seizures. Pine compound found in hyssop essential oil has convulsant effects. There have been found instances that essential oils are causing some kind of carcinogenic activity. You can see this excerpt from this 2007 review here. You can pay more attention on that and read through more carefully. So I know this is all very sad and it sounds very disappointing maybe, but apparently it looks like whatever you're using like in overdose, like it does have an adverse effect on you, and this is not only essential oils from my experience, and this is for everything. So I personally use essential oils in aromatherapy. I do have to say that they actually help me, they mostly help me to sleep and relax. So essential oils have used a very positive effect on insomnia. There have been several studies that do relate the lavender use to sleep and relaxation. Stress is another thing. Definitely, we always seeing that essential oils actually help in with stress. Yeah, there have been studies that have shown that actually essential oils do help with stress. Studies like based on post-traumatic stress disorder with aromatherapy, although combined with hypnosis. Finally, I'm closing with some tips, or actually musts, I would say. Some of them you must do it or you must not do it. Keep away from fire or from any hot surface, and that's because they are oils. Even though essential, they are still oils and they are flammable. Secondly, keep away from children or adults or anybody that may not know what essential oils are, and that's because, as I showed before, essential oils may be dangerous, especially if they're actually consumed. Keep away from sunlight because essential oils are sensitive to oxidation, and as you can see here, usually essential oils, like most of the times, are stored in dark bottles, and that's because they very easily get oxidized. Composition of an essential oil can greatly differ from one essential oil to another essential oil. They're both the same practically, like let's say both lavender oils, they can totally differ, and that would depend on the manufacturer, probably the way it is manufactured, as well as the plant itself. Many essential oils are actually derived from the same plant. You can find like 3 or 4 different essential oils being derived from the same plant. So I would suggest that when you go buy, or if you're looking online to buy a new one, you should look for probably the Latin naming so that you don't get confused. The essential oils that are coming from citrus plants or citrus fruits have the shortest self-life, and that's because they're very sensitive to oxidation. When you want to apply an essential oil on your skin, I would suggest that you first apply it with a small cotton, like in a very small area of your skin, so that you can actually see if it reacts badly on you. If you're using a diffuser, be aware that you should be cleaning it regularly, and that's because if you don't clean it regularly, it can gather some mold inside. You should always use essential oils very carefully and in very small amounts. Even if we do think that some things have a positive effect on us, the same things can have a very negative effect on us, so be careful on that, and get some advice from your doctor or your local pharmacist. The 10th is that when you're buying essential oils, you should be aware that some essential oils are not organically certified. If the essential oils have not been certified as an organic product, this would mean that the plants that the essential oil have been derived from could have been growing with pesticides, and that would be dangerous for yourself or for anybody else inhaling it, for example. So that was it. I hope you liked my video. Please like and subscribe and leave your comments down below, and if you have any questions, please let me know. See you in my next video.